Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of 1923 Main Street.
Home of the Disney Travel Podcast with the latest Disney travel news. We are your hosts.
I am Mike Bella Braddock.
And I'm Amelia Bella Braddock. And today, new princesses are back at Magic Kingdom and what's coming for the Flower and Garden Festival this year.
Are they really new princesses? Or
Not necessarily, but they're coming back.
They are coming back. And I think...
New this year.
Yes, new this year. All right, I'll let you go with that one. These, in my opinion, are two of the very best Disney princess greetings at Walt Disney World. Definitely Magic Kingdom. Even better than Princess Fairy Tale Hall, which is pretty good. Although, is one of them a greeting? We can debate that. However, what is coming back?
Ariel is back at her grotto, starting right now and continuing onward. And Belle will be back at Maurice's cottage and sharing Enchanted Tales starting February 19th.
Yes, so Enchanted Tales with Belle. If you have not done this, you must do it. It is totally amazing. And this is the one I said, is it really a greeting, even though I'm calling it a greeting? Well, that depends on if you're a lucky one. If you're a little one, there's a pretty good chance it's going to be a greeting for you. So Enchanted Tales with Belle, here's how it works. It takes place in Maurice's cottage, which is really cool because you actually go inside the cottage and you see where Belle grew up and sort of her measurements on the wall. And then there's a really, really, really cool magical effect that I won't even tell you exactly what it is, but they did sort of copy it.
I was going to say, think Cosmic Rewind.
No, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway,
yeah.
I think is a closer one.
True.
But anyway, you enter, and the whole theme of this attraction, it's more of an attraction, not just a meet and greet, right? And you go in, and ultimately what's happening is you are part of a group surprising Belle with a story, sort of act out a story with her. And what happens is certain people get selected to play a part. We've talked about this way back on this show because we've done this quite a few times. And Amelia was lucky to get selected both times. So was I, actually. If you're a dad, you're probably going to be one of Belle's guards. So we don't do a lot, but but hey, we're on the stage.
Exactly.
So you're either on the stage or you're in the audience. But you generally, if you're on the stage, you will meet Belle.
But I have officially retired from this attraction. After one of my experiences, I'm not going back. I will just call it even.
Why?
Because how could I ever top that?
That was your first one. You did. So here's the key. If you've never done this and you're in line and you get picked to be the Beast. When Amelia was little, she was saying, I don't want to be the Beast. And I'm saying, Amelia, you want to be the Beast. The Beast is the star of the show, and they will pick a little girl for it. They're not picky.
Unfortunately.
In that way. No, what do you mean, unfortunately? You get to dance with Belle. So the Beast,
That's true.
The Beast is the primary role in the whole play. That's the one you want to be in the story.
Yeah, that's the one who gets the most face time with Belle.
Yeah,
so
on stage.
If you have a crying 5-year-old girl who doesn't want to be a boy, just reassure them that they will get a good amount of time spent with the princesses. So it is worth it, even if they are initially a little bit hesitant about that.
So it is a really good one, Enchanted Tales with Belle. Definitely worth doing. Highly recommended. And even just watching the show in the audience is great because it's a really, really cool room. Like very well lit. Great photos in there. Small audience too. It's not a gigantic. It's not like the Laugh Floor where it's a huge audience or even the old Ariel, which is now closed at Hollywood Studios. Very small, very sort of personal little room. So definitely do Enchanted Tales with Belle. Really glad that one's coming back. Amelia doesn't want to do it again, but I think we're going to make her.
No.
You and I have never sat in the audience.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to start now. I just want to say, yeah, I have always been picked. I'm that amazing.
So we'll have to see. And then the other one coming back, as you mentioned, is
Ariel at her grotto. This is a really nice meet and greet location, I think. The setting is very good. All of the actors here that do it are top notch. So I like this one.
Yeah, I like it too. It's right beside her ride in Magic Kingdom in Fantasyland. I was almost going to say New Fantasyland, as it was called for a while. This was one of the things added in 2012 when they redid Fantasyland.
That's ages ago.
Yeah, I know. 10 years ago now. More than that. Wow. And it is a pretty cool setting because it's right beside the ride, but totally separate line, all that stuff. And you get to go right into her grotto in the rocks in the cave, and she's sitting on sort of a rock throne. So really, really cool one as well. That's why I think these are two very unique ones. They're not just princesses standing in a room as the other ones are, which are fine too. I mean, the room at Princess Fairy Tale Hall was well done. Yeah. Also redone around
It's just
that time.
nice to switch things up a little bit so not all of your photos are of the same vein.
Yeah, and the ambiance of both of these is very unique to the princesses themselves. That's what I'm getting at. So really, really good. And they're both going to be part of Genie Plus, which wasn't, I don't think that was the case. I can't remember if it was before or not. But now you can book them.
Like before, no one would book them as a fast pass.
So I'm assuming that, as we mentioned in the past, that means you're going to get your photos, your PhotoPass photos for free if you have fast pass, because these are attractions. That was something that they added as a perk. We talked about last week, I think.
If you have fast pass?
Or sorry, if you buy Genie Plus service, you will get your Disney attraction PhotoPass photos complimentary. So, and now these are both part of that service, so you will get your photos. Now, that is the first good news and Amelia's favorite news, all about her favorite festival at all of Walt Disney World.
Yes. Coming up soon, beginning March 1st and running through July 5th.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, Epcot cannot go without a festival. The Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival 2023, everyone. Hold on to your hats because it's starting again. Everyone's favorite March festival. It's very beautiful. The butterflies, the flowers, the food, the drinks. Even though it's technically not food and wine, there is food.
It's basically become sort of, all these things have blended into one.
They're the same festival.
One sort of festival with tweaked themes.
They are the same festival.
Yeah, they pretty much are. So they haven't released the Garden Rocks concert series yet. That's what I want to hear. That's what everybody wants to hear, so we can see who's there when we're there. But they will have some new topiaries.
These will include Mirabel, Antonio, Isabela, and Luisa from Encanto.
I noticed Bruno's not there.
Yeah. Well, we don't talk about Bruno.
Yes,
so
interesting.
Yes. And you can find these near the main Epcot entrance and as well as a new Princess Tiana topiary. And this will be at the American Adventure Pavilion. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah. So new topiaries. And in addition to, flowers and music, as we said, there's also food, so there will be 15 outdoor kitchens for 2023, including a brand new spot for the Citrus Blossom, which is a good booth. I like that booth. Now,
what you're all waiting for.
We will be doing a foodie guide.
Yes, and as well as it would not be a festival without merch. So over on the merch side, you can watch for some official 70s inspired Orange Bird merch, including like apparel, headwear, drinks, all of the things. Disney will be providing opportunities for you to buy.
And then, in addition to the merch you can buy, they also have their own scavenger hunt.
Yes.
Spike's Pollination. Get it? Pollination. Spike's Pollination Exploration. It is back this year.
So he will be collecting nectar and pollinating gardens at Epcot, which is basically you can find him in each garden on your map, and then you'll add the sticker of the plant he's visiting, and you aim to get all of them.
Yeah, so this is great for kids. They can sort of follow Spike the Bee around,
it's
right?
It's really fun.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever completed one, and it's always been my goal. We've gotten pretty far, but
this
I don't know
one
if
is not that big, actually. So this one is completable.
This one I feel like it's attainable for you to do with your kids, especially these are really fun when you're waiting for a Genie Plus reservation that you're waiting for. If you just need something to do, the kids will eat these up. Please give your children the opportunity to complete them. They are so fun.
And if you want to do a different kind of hunt that doesn't involve actually formally collecting stickers and stuff, they do have on the Bridge into World Showcase the Sights and Scents of Blossoms of Fragrance, it's called. And here is Amelia's favorite. It's where the butterfly topiaries are. And you can sort of follow 6 scent stations. So you essentially smell your way around. And there's six stations there, so you can get 6 unique smells.
These are nice. I have no qualms against these. It's just when you're a little child and there are rides at a theme park, you want to be going on the rides or doing a scavenger hunt, not smelling the 6 aromas.
Yeah, for a kid, I think Spike the Bee would be more interesting.
Yes.
Because you get stickers, and kids love stickers, usually.
Take your own advice. I still want to do Spike the Bee.
But we will smell our way around.
It sounds so
if
fun.
If nothing else, just to annoy you.
It sounds fun. And then again, you can also, they do have...
What sounds fun, the smelling or Spike?
Spike the Bee.
Oh, okay.
No, forget about the smelling. That sounds fine. But there is also the opportunity when you have the passport, so if you go to the different booths, you get stickers from that as well. But that requires buying something from all the booths. So
I don't know if they do that at this festival as
Yeah.
they did it at, they do it at Christmas and other times.
they do it at Food and Wine. They've done it at Flower and Garden in the past, I believe. I have booklets from that.
Oh, then maybe they do. And of course
But
they have
we'll
KidCot
see.
always.
Yes,
so
KidCot.
more things for kids to do at many of the World
I love
Showcase
that.
pavilions.
It's weird because Epcot has so many of these, but Animal Kingdom is still the most famous for wilderness explorers.
So we'll have more news on the Flower and Garden Festival coming up, including, as I said, the Foodie Guide and the Garden Rock concert series. Now, the next question I have for you is between these two Princess Adventures, between these two Princess meet and greets, as I call them, which is your favorite?
I would say Ariel because it's more guaranteed. Belle is very fickle in terms of knowing that you're going to meet her and knowing what
Belle
you're
is
going to
not
be.
fickle. You mean the attraction itself is?
The attraction is very fickle, and I don't think it's as enjoyable if you don't get a certain... Well, I think if you have a kid, it's very, very easy for the child to get upset in the casting purposes.
Because you are chosen by a cast member in
Exactly.
the pre-show area.
I think it's very, very easy for your kid to get upset and your kid to have a meltdown. I think with Ariel's Grotto, it's just
I
it's a
have
lot.
never seen
it's a lot
any kids
easier.
getting upset or having meltdowns.
Hello.
Yeah, but you had a reverse meltdown. You didn't want to be the star of the show until I told you you're the star of the show. And then you went, oh, okay, I guess this is good.
I'm just saying if your kid is sensitive to these things, I'm sure there's been kids that are mad. is all I'm
Amelia
saying.
took it as an insult that they picked her to
Why
be
would
the
you-
beast.
Who looks at like a 5-year-old girl and is like, yeah, the beast.
But
so
that's what you
offensive.
thought. But what they
That's
really were
so
doing said,
offensive.
oh, here's a cute kid who would make a great,
Well-
so essentially you are the star of the show from
Yeah.
from the people they select.
That's what I'm saying. There is also a tip. They cast you based on what you're doing in the pre-show. So you have to, a lot of people don't know that. So if you want to be a certain role, make yourself
And the next
stand
one,
out.
you were just, there's other parts to the thing, to the
Yeah.
whole story, the royal liege or whatever they
Yeah.
are, part of the court, which you were the next time.
Yes,
Both times I was a guard.
I was cast both times, but I will never forget my leading role as the beast.
And I was just a guard standing on the far edges of the stage with another dad on the other side. So so
What
get
are-
ready, dads. If you are picked as a guard, dad, don't worry. You really don't have to do much. You just have a little mask you hold in front of your face and a sword. So.
But it is fun, and your kid will be excited that you are part of the game.
But
as
all
well.
it's definitely good to have 2 more princesses back in the park.
Yeah. We
So
love
that is the news for this week. We are getting close to our next day. We hope you are as well. We'll be reporting this. Still no news as of the recording. We will put it in the show notes if it comes up about who can ride Tron.
Yes.
So we will be there in the second week of March. We're hoping that right up to about March 20th or so. So
It's coming. It's
we're in range for
Yeah,
the
just-
pre-rides, hopefully.
just about 2 months. It's getting pretty close to opening
Yeah,
day.
it's getting
So
close. So we'll keep you posted as we hear that, and best of luck to you if you're going to try to get on as well. Thanks for listening. As always, follow along on social media at 1923 Main Street. We will see you again next week, and have a magical day.
bye-bye.